Hey guys, welcome to another video.
Good day. How may I
So
serve
yesterday
you?
what I did was pretty much go through and I used this. I didn't really realize the experience gain on it, but once I started using it, it was actually possible to level up pretty quickly because you just mow enemies down in catacombs really quick with hydras and just warping around and everything. So I cleaned up the last level. It allowed me to get the next set willpower. Um,
Good day. How may
Other
I
than
serve
that,
you?
I guess that's pretty much it. Just, one of those surprises where it's like I spent all that time doing Defiler and whatever, and it was like, well, probably should have just tried that instead. Would have been faster. And on the note of trying to find faster and more efficient ways to do things, yeah, I'll put lightning there. I'm on Purgatory now, and there was a little minor patch, which was good for me, because it had Eldritch Orbs. Uniques now will drop, which is huge. Ooh, 41%, that's pretty good. Pretty good experience here. The only thing is that until I get into caves, there's probably going to have a lot of undeads, whereas I'd like to have, the other way around. I'd like to have more fire and lightning damage taking enemies, so I could actually wall them off really easily. Because right now it's just a little slow. It's still workable, it's still doable, and that's why I'm here, but yeah, basically when I heard that MBC Mage, one of the Korean players, had his mage at level 45, it was like, alright, I gotta get my ducks in order here. If he's already level 45, then, I mean, I'm getting really far behind. And I know that I've been, grinding a little bit and kind of learning the gold fine curve and all that jazz, but still. That was probably the other thing, is that just started to realize that, even though I'm pretty fast at doing shrine runs in horror and stuff, it'd be a whole lot better if I just did it when I had fastest casting. That, and also, surprisingly, I just got stunned a fair bit, and healing. The more damage you take, the more healing you have to do and all that jazz. It actually started to pile up, and it was like, you know what, if I just had, really good gear, this wouldn't be happening, so. I got a little bit. I got some, I didn't get very many dexterity points, but I got a couple reset shrines, so I'm able to redo any choices I've made. And that helped me to kind of put away from dexterity and more into strength. Just because my maximum stats will be a little bit higher in strength when compared to dexterity. Now I could try and warp down more levels. If I really wanted to, I could probably handle them, but 0.4% is pretty decent experience so far, so unless I see the stairs, I probably won't go for them. Of course, go to Purgatory, get Charge Bolt. I just don't really like the enemies on this level. There we go, Firewall's not bad. It's weird that skeleton just kind of ducked in the ground there. Alright. Basically, I just want to
What
find the
ails
next
you, my
level
friend?
down, but penalty, it's actually a pretty decent penalty to gold.
Hello, good friend.
I didn't really check to see what my damage was, but that's pretty good. That's like 300 damage Holy Bolt. 350 damage Fire Blast. Okay, not bad. Something I didn't check was the unique Rod of Blood Shamans in the Hell one. There are supposedly 6 added onto the end game. I think they're called Eldritch Orbs now, for Mage and Elementalist in the Hell 2. But typically what I've seen is a lot of the uniques are the same as the Hell 1, naming-wise and theme-wise. So I thought, oh, here's the stairs. So I thought, okay, well, I'm pretty sure that Joker's Beak is going to be in there, just for the sake of sets. But the other ones I wasn't really sure. I don't think there was any of them that are really comparable to Joker's Beak, even though now magic doesn't really give you as much of a bonus. Guess it's probably better to go through the doorway first. Earlier today, just before I started, I tried going into a game with, I think it was a Trapper and like one other class. It was Chara and Noted, or Noted, whatever it is from Discord. They seem like nice guys, so I like multiplaying with people like that, but they were talking about, it seems really loud. Turn it down a little bit. They talked about a glitch. Pretty much the same one that existed from before, where when you go down a portal, it disconnects the game. Now they said it was mostly mage-based, and I kind of doubted that because of how much I've played with other people as a mage. And I mean, it's all recorded, so it's not like, you know, I'm just basing it off of nothing. Like, I really did play with people, and I didn't seem to disconnect. I think with, like, the Summoner, I disconnected once or something. Like, it did exist one time, but... Yeah, so basically I went in, and yeah, just like they said, like clockworks, I went down the portal, and ta-da, I died. Or, I mean, I disconnected the game. Probably be careful firing this way, but too late now. Oh man. Nope. You're gonna pause right there, buddy. I don't know if this change came into play yet, but trap chests you will no longer be able to see with improvision. I guess the reasoning behind this is so that archers have a point to add into this perk as they see it, as it comes about. I don't know how I feel about that. It's kind of a weird one, where like, you know, it's sort of like making a problem out of something that wasn't even there to begin with. So part of me is like, you know, if you see that in a game and they do it with a cache element, it's kind of annoying, right? Like, you've seen games where they try and make like a ton of items drop, and then they make a stash that has almost no space in it. So you're like, okay, well, this really sucks. I should buy more stash space, which I'm totally against, but in this game, it's not about money like that. It's not like, you know, an outright greedy thing. It's just making it a roguelike element. Like some traps you're just not going to be able to see no matter what. Things like that. So, I don't know. I guess I don't really care that much because when I die from a trap, it's not like anything serious happens. Like, I lose some gold, it sucks, it resets my progress, whatever. It's maybe a little annoying, but it's definitely not worth rooting a character for. Like, adding a perk point into it, it's just like... I'll just consider it like a tax for living. Yeah, it's not bad, got about half a level already. There's been some talk about what to do with spells and how they could only have a limited amount of spells, but they could also change them. There we go. So, one of the ideas is changing basically the sprites, the colors of what we see. So you'd have like Hydra, but it wouldn't be Hydra, it would be like Frost Hydra or Acid Hydra or something. But there's also more talks about like Inferno and like all the adjustments that need to happen for spell damage and whatever, it making, you know, reflect do different things for different classes. So considering that Fury already has so many like uses, it's kind of like, alright, well, if they add another entire spell like that, the Reflect, it's like, that's pretty good. And you can get pretty creative with it too, like even mages, you could have something that like it stuns the enemy every time you get hit or something. I don't know, little things like that, but there's so many different ways you could make it. It's just really about how much time the team has and all that. This would also kind of help what I was talking about yesterday, where some people want to make like spell casting, you know, melee classes that are just tanky, that use flash or holy bolt or things like that. So I think this would be a decent way, you know, for a Templar, Inferno could do like bonus damage, or, you know, holy bolt could do like extra damage. It's just a completely different spell with different like properties for that one character, right? So that way you don't have to worry about spell accuracy and everything else. It's just like all these things can just kind of be ingrained in the skill. And they also can be carried across. And I don't know, a lot of people when they think of the game and they're like, well, what about individualized class? I hear that asked a lot by people who just pick up the mod. So when you try and tell them that, like, you know, the gear is the difference, it, like everything builds towards like, you know, the perks are, well, that's very good. Very good indeed. Great for reading books. There we go. Now we're talking. I think I just found a pretty good gold find piece. This would be better for normal, but it has a little bit more experience gain and more gold. It's not percentage based like the other armor I have, it's just flat gold. That's good. Yeah, lots of goodies already, holy cow. I know eventually you can buy like 15% resist all from Griswold, so I will sell that. Well, sell it to the ground. Hail Mary. Yeah, that worked out better than I thought. Oh, I think I heard a book drop. Oh no, it's a seismic order.
No.
I guess that's not really bad either. Get rid of that. Kind of lucky the AI is not quite as good as Doom. I think in Doom they would walk all the way around. But for now this makes it really, really good for farming experience. It jumps way up when you can do 2 different enemies at once. Oh, I already found an elixir. Hell yeah.
I cannot carry anymore.
I guess I can get rid of this. I don't think it'll ever really outdo the cast speed. And I do have a ring with that if I really do want it.
Not enough mana.
Oh, I still have my gold find stuff on. That's kind of a dumb idea. I should really be focusing on more spell levels, I think. Faster hit recovery is good, but I guess I don't really need it. I forgot my items down here. Well, I don't know if multiplayer has smart drops or it's based off your stats, but if it does, then I'm in pretty deep trouble with gloves because I wanted to find a particular pair of unique gloves. I guess I could find it on my Elementalist, but I guess that's who it really matters with. Right now this character is sort of a substitute. I guess they'll both be about the same, but it's my Elementalist will be my real one. And I just realized too that I'm a dumbass and I called this playthrough Elementalist. Even though I'm clearly on my mage, so I'm sure there'll be no difference though. Playing both. The only thing is it'll take me longer to buy a Wand of Mana on a Elementalist. If those are pit demons, I'm in trouble, but if they're... Oh no, they take fire damage. GG. This guy just not gonna attack my goal. What? That can't be right. I mean, maybe it's like a particular AI that is just set to not care, but I've never seen that happen in the Hell 1, so. Oh, another elixir dexterity. Hell yeah. Just my luck. I'm probably outscaling the plus experience gear that you can find. I don't think that after level 28 you can get much experience. I could probably roll through with like Flame Wave if I was really try hard, but honestly I like going through Purgatory. It's just a lot more fun than doing something like that. And the benefit is you can watch TV or something while you do it, but it's, like I said, it is nice to actually enjoy the mod and just not really consider it like a chore. As funny as it sounds, because like a lot of it is just how to efficiently go about grinding and whatever, but funny how that happens. Oh, whoops, that was a barrel wall. That was a dumb move. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter. Just kind of a force of habit. Whenever you find lucky things like that, you just count your blessings and leave it as is. Let the chips fall.
Not enough mana.
Multiplayer, these guys have such high holy bolt resist. I thought it only really started happening in Doom mode, but it looks like it's happening right now. Wow, didn't even see him.
What ails you, my friend?
It's pretty sad when you die to something so slow.
Hello, good friend.
Kind of books. I don't really know what to spend my gold on because eventually I can look for books just by the racks. I guess probably just any type of gear that I find.
Greetings!
It'll probably be the same +2 spell levels. Well, I guess unless there's something else here that's really dope. I guess I should buy that. That's pretty good. It's decent gold. I think I have ones in my stash with a little bit less, but they have a lot more mana, so. Oh nice, I can add into this right now. I thought it was every 2 levels, but maybe things have changed after a certain point. That's the good stuff.
Good day. How may I serve you?
Kind of running out of room for stuff. Here's my magic find page. It's not very good right now, but stash anything I found with magic find and just keep building it up. All my gold find gear. I don't know about actually reasonable choices though. I should probably have a page for that. I guess that's kind of like page 1. Just anything that's like potentially good. Actually, where's that gold find piece? Yeah, this is the one I'm replacing. Replacing that armor. This armor. And after trying this, I don't really think that going away from the spell levels is a good idea. At least not for this. I could probably wear a lot of this, but I'm just too lazy right now. It's like playing a big game of chicken with them. I just don't really feel like backing up. It's like you can use teleport at every instance that you want, but it's like against those guys it's kinda feels unfair. Can't really tell which one's better. I think it's lightning, just more consistent. Pierces enemies.
I cannot carry anymore.
Actually, I don't really need a book of telekinesis. I'll find a ton of those later. Definitely not fighting that boss.
Not enough mana.
If there is a change of spells, I kind of hope that Hydra is not the only one to be changed for cold. It just doesn't seem like a very interactive spell. I mean, it is useful and it does have like an obvious purpose, and you know, you can use it efficiently, I guess, but it's just a lot of enemies try and dodge out of the way when you use fireball and things like that, so it just, if you had something that you actually had to aim, or even a spell that didn't shoot in a straight line, you know, just kind of change it up. I'd kind of like something like that. It's like finding the right time to use it. It's like Flash or like the Novas, being right next to enemies and use Novas, like just instances that you can use it guaranteed, or like with a high degree of certainty that it's going to pay off, and avoid the times where it's not going to pay off. But if it's just Hydra, then it's just kind of like, you know, another reskin of the same spell. Like Holy Bolt has its
Not
knockback
enough
and
mana.
whatever, but might not be any enemies in this room. Alright, pretty lucky. It's a good start to the level. I'm mostly finding rings and amulets. I kind of wanted to see if I could find just regular cloth gloves, but I don't really know the Q levels of particular items either, so it's sort of hard to tell unless I go in with a goal and say, okay, am I dropping like this specific item? Or after a video I check out, you know, what was the Q level of items that I found. What? Oh, an invisible boss, okay. Oh, are they boxed in? That's great. That's awesome. these really only give another 3 armor class, so I probably shouldn't be too worried about anything but my chest piece. So I guess that means I need more strength. Maybe if I keep my vitality low, I'll only be able to find cloth gloves. I don't know how if that's gonna work or not, but that's one excuse to not to add into my vitality. There we go, book teleport. Nice. I think it's been remodeled in this game. It actually gives plus or like -2 mana cost per level. I don't know if that was in the original one. I thought in the Hell one it was only 1 mana reduction, but 2 mana is actually scaled up pretty well. Up to -15. Just coming to realize with these that maybe if I wanted to grind for stats as I went, I don't know what level I would start to find fastest casting, but I think it starts to drop sometime in like mid Doom. Then maybe I could level up with full stats and still have some leftover stats, which would be nice. But if I just use them, I can't do that. But at the same time, I'm nowhere near cap right now. I haven't been grinding, and I probably won't until I have other affixes that speed it up, so. Something to keep in the back of my mind, but not for right now.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
I get a decent amount of potions. I should probably just try and waste them now. Are they stuck in there? Alright.
I cannot carry any more. No, I have no room.
Oils of hardening, that's good to find. I think that's my first one. That's a pretty good MF ring, hell yeah. This might be good. If I put this on and then put on a fast casting ring instead of this defensive ring, I might be better off. Surprised how many good items I find. I guess when you have like no good items to begin with, everything is just like gold. Oh, I forgot to add into this. Yeah, it looks like every level I get to add into it now. Very nice. Sort of in this weird spot where I want to play multiplayer with other people right now, but because I'm on level 8, it would take me a whole lot longer to... Oh, wait a minute. No, actually, I leveled up so much that I can just go straight to caves next time, or maybe even hell. Hell might be a little too difficult because it has a lot more enemies that, you know, just take magic damage instead of fire and lightning, but I should be good to just... yeah. I'm gonna try the multiplayer situation. I'm pretty sure that it's just gonna lead to more disconnects. But, I mean, if nothing else, it'll be recorded, right? Even though it's well known at this point what it is and that a fix will come, but...
Greetings!
Good day. How may I serve you?
Oh wow, I'd found a lot of oil hardenings I didn't realize. Da-da. Magic find. Alright, looks like I'm capped up for spells again, that's good. Topped off.
Good day. How may I serve you?
I'll pull this ring out just in case I want to try out additional experience. I'll leave it up in the corner. Semi-organize this here. Put some plus magic rings in the corner. Usually the corners are pretty distinct. I guess if I play single player though, I'm just gonna get 0 experience. I don't think I'd get too much. I think the hard cap is like 28 or 29 in horror, and that's when you start getting just really, really bad experience. So.
Good day. How may I serve you?
But let's see. There's actually no games open. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Okay, well I guess I'll wrap things up here, take a little bit of a break, and then come back to it. Catch you guys next time.